Okay, let me get you started on part 2 of the lab, which is grocery shopping. So I actually got this in the mail today, which is really good because I didn't have one on hand. And I found 2 items. You read the information, but you find a flyer, either a printed flyer or something online. You make a grocery list with 6 food items, not toilet paper, not dog food, not paper plates, but these need to be food items. Um, and then the item has to have a unit other than one. So if you look at my flyer, it says like 7.98 per pound. That's for 1 pound. That will not work. Another one, it says 49 cents per cabbage. That's 1 cabbage. That will not work. You cannot have a unit of one. So you have to find a specific item that has a given unit other than one. And you can read the information. Let me show you an example. So I took my flyer and I found 2 items that I'm going to pretend, let me get my cursor in the right spot, to use. So my first one was cooking spray. Let's see if I can write cooking spray. Okay, the specific unit was 5 ounces. Now make sure you are using labels. It is extremely important that you label your blocks. The total price of my cooking spray is $3. This is considered a label, that $, and 25 cents. Now, this is where students had trouble. The price per unit, you need to use in descriptive words. Price per means to divide, and then unit. So we need to go in that order. Division is not commutative, so you can't reverse them. You have to do price divided by the unit. So for this particular item, let's see, my price was $3.25. I'm going to have to write really small here. And then I needed to divide that by the unit, which is 5 ounces. Now, I've already done this, but you'll use your calculator. You'll plug that in. And the answer is 0. Now, again, you need a description. So I need a $, 0.65. That's 65 cents per, and what was on the bottom? Ounces. So 65 cents per ounce. And this is the answer for that particular column. Okay? Make sure you have the descriptive words. The unit per price. Okay, this time it starts with unit. Per means to divide, and then price. So I have to follow that order. I have to write the unit first, which is 5 ounces, divided by the price, which is $3.25. And I'm going to get 1.54. 1.54. And it's going to be ounces per dollar. Ounces per dollar. Okay, this is the answer for this column, 1.54 ounces per dollar. I'm going to add this to the lab, but you should round to 2 decimal places. So go to the second decimal, round up if it's 5 or more, keep it the same if it's 4 or below. Let's practice one more. What about something with some pennies? Let's look at some black beans. I found some black beans, so I'm going to write black beans. It was a can of black beans. It was a 15.5 ounce can of beans. You don't have to use ounces. It just so happens the 2 that I chose were both ounces. And that's only going to cost me 89 cents. Okay, so we're going to write it as a dollar amount. Again, price per unit. So I'm going to put, I've already calculated this. This is where things get interesting. You don't put 0.89. The price was in terms of cents. So we want to list the price in terms of cents. How many cents were these beans? Well, these beans were 89 cents. So put your cent sign or write the word out. Divided by 15.5 ounces. And that ends up being 5.74 cents. Per ounce. Now this really confuses people when we start putting a decimal or something like this. They want to put a $sign in front of it. Listen, that doesn't even make sense. The entire can of beans is only 89 cents. How in the world can it be $5.74? we're talking about pennies here. So it would be, you know, if you round it up, that would be 6 cents. But again, I want you to go to 2 decimal places on this lab. So 5.74 cents per ounce. How did I know to do that? Because if you look back, my price was given to me in terms of cents. This is 89 cents. Okay, and then the reverse is true for the other one. You're going to do 15.5 ounces first. And we're going to divide that, goodness, I can't see very well, by 0.89. Because remember, it's cents. And the answer there is 17.42 ounces per dollar. So this one is in terms of dollars. How do I know that this is in terms of dollars and not cents? Because I put a decimal in front of the 0.89. So this was 0.89 dollars. And so my answer is per dollar. Whereas here I used 89 cents. So my answer is in terms of cents. Okay. You cannot use my 2 examples. So you cannot have my cooking spray and you cannot have my black beans. These were just examples for you to get an idea of what's going on, particularly when you start dealing with dollars and cents and how those compare. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to add, oh, I've got this in the wrong spot. Your total needs to go right here. I'm sorry. Your total needs to go right there. And then I'm going to try to fix this for you, but I had mine in the wrong order. There's your total. So you're going to add this column up, all your prices for what you're buying, and you're going to put it over here for your subtotal. You need to Google the food tax in your state. I think everybody in our state lives in North Carolina, but sometimes you have someone from out of state. Google the taxes on food, grocery foods in your state. And whatever percentage you get, okay, so whatever percent you get, you're going to take that percent and you're going to divide it by 100, and then you're going to multiply your subtotal. So whatever your subtotal is, you take the percent that you find online, divide that by 100, and multiply it for your subtotal. And then here, your total bill is your subtotal plus your taxes. And you're going to find the taxes in the column above. Again, I think I'm going to try to fix that before I put this lab live. But anyway, that is the grocery portion of the lab. And let me know if you have any problems.